that I was bored. I often am. Once or twice I peeked into the book my sister was reading, but there were no pictures or conversations in it. What's the use of a book without pictures or conversations?
Oh dear, I shall be late. Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! Won't you be so that you've been kept awaking and late?
There it is, the white rabbit. Whoever heard of a rabbit with a pocket or a watch to take out of it? That's why I chased it. It popped down a large hole under the hedge. I imagine I must be somewhere in the centre of the earth. Let me see. That's about 4,000 miles down, I think. If you please, Mark. Who's talking? Who's talking? My name is Alice.
Then Alice can't be my name, can it?
Mom.
I have to be who I am. You have to be who you are. If you're Alice, then I'm obviously someone else.
I think so.
You think? Don't you know? If you're not sure who you are, I could be Alice. You could be the white rabbit.
Well, I don't feel the least bit like a white rabbit.
Then you must be a Welsh rabbit.
No. I wonder, could you tell me what this place is called?
I could. I don't know if I should. You seem like a stupid girl, and good information is often wasted on stupid folk.
There's no need to be rude.
There's no need to be polite either. That's the way things are in Wonderland.
Is that where I am?
I'm late!
No, wait! I've so many questions. Up in the field, she seemed to be the same size as any other rabbit. Down here, she's large indeed. Or maybe I've gotten smaller. Oh, I wish I hadn't fallen. I wish my sister would poke her head down and say, "Come up again, Alice." Oh, I don't want to be alone down here.
Stop crying! Stop crying! You're causing a flood!
Who's that? There's no flood here. I'm simply crying. Oh no. My tears are making a large puddle.
Stop sobbing! Stop sobbing! I'm drowning!
Oh dear. The water's rising. I've got to get out of here.
If you weren't so big, you wouldn't have made this ocean!
I'm not big. I'm small. At least, I think I am.
Well, don't think then. It's drier that way.
Oh, now, could you please tell me the way out of this pool? I am getting tired of sitting here.
Well, I don't know why I should tell you anything. Look at this salty soup you've gotten me into.
Oh no, Mouse, please don't go.
Oh, well, I see no use in sticking around, you know. You're not very good company.
I wish I hadn't cried so
How'd you do, my dear?
Oh, I don't do too well, thank you. I'm not a very good swimmer.
Don't worry, the pond will dry up soon.
Well, how is that possible? Anything is possible in Wonderland.
Simply think backwards.
Backwards.
Think of what it was like before you started to cry.
I'll do my best.
I'm dripping wet.
I'm cross.
I'm uncomfortable. How are we to get dry?
Well, if I were back home, I'd fetch some fluffy towels. Well, you're not back home, so that isn't helpful.
Be helpful!
I'm trying.
I could sing something. Like what?
You're singing Dry My Feathers.
Well, it won't make them any wetter.
In that case, I suggest you begin the concert at once.
Oh, my dear dwarf! Oh, my poor fur and whiskers! She'll have me executed as sure as ferrets are ferrets!
Goodness gracious, what's the matter with the lady?
I've dropped my fan and my white kid gloves. I must hop back home and fetch some more.
Things are getting curiouser and curiouser.
sing first?
The encore?
Of course. I'm not a real turtle, you know. I'm a mock turtle. So when I sing, you shouldn't expect to hear a real song.
I'm still wet. Sing, sing.
Will you water the stars in white?
Naturally you're dry.
Well, who's won? Everybody has won. I almost have prizes. Prizes! Oh, who's to give the prizes?
She shall get the prizes.
Oh, I don't know if I have anything appropriate. Wait. Gumdrops. Well, there was exactly one apiece all around.
But she must have a prize herself.
Do you have any other prizes?
Only a thimble.
Hand it over.
Alice, we humbly ask you to accept this noble thimble as your prize.
All seems so absurd. They look so great. I don't want to laugh. Thank you. But I do wish I had my Dinah here with me.
And who is Dinah, if I might venture to ask?
Oh, Dinah's my cat.
Oh,
Did someone say cat?
I'm sorry. I forgot mice don't like cats.
No, don't like cats. Would you like cats if you were me? Nasty, low, vulgar things. Oh, I don't want to hear the name cat again. Oh!
Now you've got it done it.
I'm sorry. Actually, she's better with birds than she is with dogs. Oh.
Look at the time. I must be off.
The air doesn't suit my throat.
do you know it's high time we were all in bed?
Oh no, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Well, now I've gone and done it. No one in Wonderland seems to like a cat. I wonder if I'll ever get home to see my sister and Dinah again. she'll be able to help me. Oh dear, she does look like a walking chess piece.
Where do you come from? Where are you going? Look up! Speak nicely, and don't twiddle your fingers all the time.
Well, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm afraid I've lost my way.
I don't know what you mean by your way. All the ways around here belong to me. Why did you come here at all? Curtsy, whilst you're thinking what to say. It saves time. Why are you staring?
Well, it's your crown. It's the strangest crown I've ever seen. It looks exactly like a giant chess piece.
It is a chess piece. I'm the red chess queen. Don't you know anything? Look out there, what do you see?
Well, why, the countryside looks exactly like a giant chessboard.
Open your mouth a little wider when you speak, and always say, Your Majesty.
Well, there ought to be some chessmen moving about. Oh, there they are. Why, it's like a great huge game of chess that's being played all over the world. I wouldn't mind being a pawn if only I'm allowed to join in the game. Of course, I should like to be a queen best. Your Majesty.
Well, that's easily managed. When you reach the 8th square, you shall be a queen.
And that's all there is to it.
You're not there yet.
Oh, my sister will be so surprised. And Dinah.
No more talking, only running.
Oh. Where are we going? Faster, faster! This is straight into the caucus race. Faster, faster! No, no, no! Faster, faster!
You may rest a little now.
Why, I don't believe we've gone anywhere. Everything's just as it was.
Of course it is. How else would you have it?
Well, where I come from, you generally get to somewhere new if you run quite so fast for some time as we've been doing.
A slow sort of country. Now, here you see, one must do all the running one can to stay in the same place. Should you want to get somewhere else, I should think we'd have to run at least twice as fast. Remember, in Wonderland, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
How am I to reach the 8th square?
Take a train, I suppose. You'll find yourself in the 4th square in no time. That square belongs to Tweedledum and Tweedledee. The 5th square is mostly water. The 6th square belongs to Humpty Dumpty. The 7th square is forest, but one of the knights will show you the way there. And in the 8th square, we shall be queens together. Monarchs supreme, all feasting and fun.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Can we go once?
Winner's head!
Well, whoever's that? What do you suppose the poor fellow has done?
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Off with his head!
Oh, I do wish you'd stop saying that.
Off with her head! Oh, don't forget the croquet again. Bring your own flamingo. Yes, ma'am. Proceed. Sentence first, verdict afterwards.
Well, isn't the poor fellow to get in trial?
I suppose.
Why do you need to bring a flamingo to her croquet game?
Silly question. The Queen of Hearts is ruler here. We do as she commands. We use the flamingo as a mallet. To hit the croquet ball. Come along. We've still got quite some way to the 8th square. We'll have to run at least twice as fast.
Oh, no.
You are old, said the youth, and your jaws are too weak for anything tougher than soup. Yet you finished the goose with the bones and the beak. Pray, however did you do it?
I'll never catch up with the Red Queen now. I've never seen anyone travel as fast as she can. Oh!
Who are you?
I hardly know, sir, at present. I know who I was when I got up this morning.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I'm afraid I can't put it any more clearly. Wonderland is a strange place, and it does confuse one.
Not one bit.
Well, it certainly confuses me.
You? Who are you?
I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
What?
I'm not going to stand here and listen to any more nonsense.
Well, that's all you're going to get around here. North, south, east, west. It's all nonsense. Wait.
Well?
Can you decide my favorite poem?
What is your favorite poem?
You are old, Father William.
I think so.
Begin.
You are old, Father William, the young man said, and your hair has become very white. And yet you incessantly stand on your head. Do you think at your age this is right?
Another verse, only louder. Don't slur your words.
In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I feared it might injure the brain. But now that I'm perfectly sure I have none, why, I do it again and again.
Another, with more feeling this time.
You are old, said the youth. As I mentioned before, you have grown uncommonly fat. Yet you turned a back somersault in at the door, pray. What is the meaning of that?
Wrong. That is not said right from beginning to end.
I do wish your creatures in Wonderland wouldn't be so easily offended.
You'll get used to it in time.
For the Duchess! An invitation to play croquet! For the Duchess!
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! What should be savage if I'm kept waiting and late?
For the Duchess! An invitation to play croquet!
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! What should be savage if I'm kept waiting and late?
For the Duchess, from the Queen of Hearts, an invitation to play croquet.
There's no use in knocking. Why not? Oh, because I answer the door, and I am on the same side of the door as you. And secondly, because they are making so much noise that no one will possibly hear you. I can't hear anything. But you will. Well, if no one's to answer the door, how am I to get in? Are you to get in at all? That is the question. It is really dreadful the way all the creatures in Wonderland argue. It's enough to drive one crazy. I'm sure the caterpillar was wrong. I won't get used to it in time. Suit yourself! But what am I to do? Anything you Ha! Ribbit! Well, there's no use in talking to him. He's perfectly idiotic. Hello? Anybody home?
You know how angry Queen of Hearts can get.
And I know how angry I can get when I stand in the one place too long.
Shall we run twice as fast? Why not?
That looks like quite a good-natured cat. Perhaps you can help me.
Meow. Nice seeing you again.
Again? Have we ever met?
Back at the Duchess's. Don't you remember me? I'm the Cheshire Cat.
I met your grin there, but I didn't meet you.
Yes, well, I was there all the time. I fade in and out with the stripes.
Where is your grin?
Back in the kitchen. You don't suppose I carry it everywhere I go. Someone might steal it.
Perhaps you can help me. I'm trying to reach the 8 square. Tell me, which is the best way to get out of the woods?
Well, that depends a great deal on where you want to get to. You see, in that direction lives a March hare. But in this direction lives a hatter. Visit either you like, they're both mad.
Oh, I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We are all mad here. You see, I'm mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
Oh, you must be. Or you wouldn't have come here. Do you play croquet with the Queen today?
I'd very much like to, but I haven't been invited.
Ah, yes. Remind me, what became of the Queen?
It turned into a pig.
Thought it would. It always does.
Wait, Cheshire Cat, 8 square, tell me which one were.
If you think well waxworks, you ought to pay, you know. Waxworks weren't made to be looked at for nothing, know how.
Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak. I didn't mean to stare. This must be Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I'm in the 4th square. Tell me, which is the best way to get out of the woods?
No. You've begun all wrong. First thing you do in a visit is to turn to each other and say, how'd you do? How'd you do?
How'd you do?
Shall we dance?
Delighted.
No how?
Contrariwise. I have so much to ask. I hope you're not too tired for me to dance.
Thank you for asking.
Much obliged. Do you like poetry? Can you please tell me the best way out of the woods?
The Walrus and the Carpenter is our favourite.
I don't think I'd care to hear it.
It's all about a walrus and a carpenter who tricks some oysters into taking a walk with them.
And then they eat the oysters. Shouldn't laugh. Sorry for the poor oysters.
Don't, they weren't real.
Besides, you haven't even heard the poem yet. I don't intend to. Besides, I already know it. I must say, I did like the walrus best. He at least felt a little sorry for the oysters.
He ate more than the carpenter, though. And in that case, you didn't understand the story at all, and we shall begin at once.
Selfish things. The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. They wept like anything to see such quantities of sand.
If this were only cleared away,
They said,
oh, it would be grand. Oysters, come, walk with us.
the walrus did beseech. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk along the briny beach.
We cannot do with more than 4 to give a hand to each. The eldest oyster looked at him.
But never a word he
said.
said. how civilized. Tea time.
Oh, I hope I'm not intruding.
No room.
Oh, but there's plenty of room.
Who is she?
Then you invite-
Certainly not. No room for extra guests. Have some wine.
Well, I don't see any wine.
There isn't any.
Well, then it wasn't very polite of you to offer it.
It wasn't very polite of you to sit down without being invited, was it?
Well, I didn't know it was your table. It's set for a great many more than 3. You know, both of you leaning on that doormat must be very uncomfortable for the poor thing. Only, as it's asleep, I suppose it doesn't mind.
Your hair needs cutting!
You shouldn't make personal remarks. It's very rude.
What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works. It was the best butter yet. But some crumbs must have got in as well. You shouldn't have put it in with the bread knife!
What a funny watch. It tells the day of the month, but it doesn't tell the hour.
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
Well, of course not. But that's because it stays the same year for such a long.
Mine!
I don't understand you.
The dormouse is asleep again. Wake up! Pour some tea in its nose.
Oh, of course. Just what I was going to remark myself.
I want a clean teacup. Let's all move one, please. Yes, If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's him.
Well, I don't know what you mean.
Well, of course you don't.
I just see you've even spoken to time.
Well, I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
That accounts for it. Time won't stand for a beating. I quarreled with time last March, just before he went mad. Get it? March. I'm the March, It was at a great concert, given by the Queen of Hearts herself. I had to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. Up above the world so high, like a tea tray in the sky. Delicious. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat.
Twinkle.
Pinch his nose and make it stop.
I'll tell you something. This cup's already been used as well. Let's all move one, please.
Yes. I had barely even finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out, "He's murdering time! Off with his head!"
Well, yes, she does rather like that expression.
Time won't do anything now. There's never any time to wash the plates, the saucers, the teacups.
Well, that's why you keep changing places.
As things get used up, well, there must be a clean one around here somewhere.
What happens when you're back where you started?
I'm getting tired of this. Tell us a story.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I don't know one.
Wake up, Donna!
I wasn't asleep. I heard every word you fellows were saying.
A story! Yes, and be quick about it or you'll be asleep again before it's done.
A story. Once upon a time, There are 3 sisters. Her names are Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly. And they live at the bottom of a molasses well.
Well, what do they live on?
Molasses, of course. What else?
Have some more tea, darling.
Oh, well, I haven't had any yet.
Oh. So she can't take more? You mean she can't take less? It's easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Who's making personal remarks now?
Oh dear, the doorbell's gone to sleep again.
Wake up!
And so, the 3 sisters, they were learning to draw, you know?
Well, what do they draw?
Well, you can draw water out of a water well, so I assume you can draw molasses out of a molasses well. Stupid.
But they were in the well.
Of course they were. Well in.
Oh no, jealousy, such rude behaviour. Stop it at once. Oh, I'm never going there again.
Yeah, let's do something before everyone else falls asleep.
Oh, let's put her in the teapot. Good idea!